Honorable Mayor, Council, and staff, thank you for having us tonight. I'm Petra Fahey, owner of Real Living Country Ranch Real Estate and a member of the Economic Recovery Committee. I'm also a member of the Bullhead City, Mojave Valley Board of Realtors. And we have some really exciting, positive, great news for our area. I have goosebumps. I am so passionate about my area. And I have to just give you a real quick clip before I start this PowerPoint going, that about 10 months ago, I was at lunch with a very familiar face to probably all of you and some of you at home, Larry Adams, who has been a contractor and resident of Bullhead City for 40 years. And he is very passionate about this area. And we got to talking over lunch, and we just thought something's got to get this economy going. So, long story short, Larry rallied the 5 other organizations that make up the Economic Committee, and together we got a really simple mission, and that was get our region growing again. And in saying that, I'm going to hit this, and you can see the group that makes up our committee: Brita, President Lisa McCabe, Bullhead City Area Chamber of Commerce, Chris Barton, Bullhead City, Mayor Jack Hakem, City Manager Toby Cotter, Bullhead City Mojave Valley Association of Realtors, Petra Fahey, Mojave Valley Contractors Association, past President and current Vice President Larry Adams, and Mojave Valley Chamber of Commerce, Diane Olson. And like I said, our goal was very simple: get our region growing again, and attract 1,000 new residents each year to become permanent here in Bullhead City. So the work began. We created a white paper, and we had to determine a couple of things. What was our region? Who are we? Why we moved here? And how to leverage this research to attract 1,000 new residents every 12 months. Well, it's pretty simple. Our region, bridge to bridge. And then we did a little bit more study, and we came up on the demographics, which many of you know Brenda, and she's got some dynamite information to share.
Good evening, Mayor and Council. Brenda Richardson, Senior Analyst in the City Manager's Office. As Petra mentioned, once the region was determined, the region would be bridge to bridge: Bullhead City, Fort Mojave, Mojave Valley, Fort Mojave Indian Reservation. We also wanted to identify the demographics and the age distribution of the region to determine how to go about attracting new residents to our region. Did we need to focus on attracting young families or baby boomers planning for retirement? According to the Census 2010 data and review of the 4 communities that make up the region has a combined population of 57,997. which is 29.1% of Mojave County's total population. The distribution of the combined population indicates that 16.4% of the region's population is under the age of 14. 10.9% is 15 to 24 years of age. 18.9% is 25 to 44 years. 30.4% is 45 to 64 years of age. And lastly, 23.4% is 65 and older. The median age for these combined communities for this reporting period was 46.4 years of age. The median age for Mojave County was 47.6 years of age, and with the rest of Arizona indicating a median age of 35.9 years of age. So we are a little bit older than the rest of Arizona. So overall, the chart indicates that 46.2% of our residents are 44 years and younger, and the remaining 53.8% of our residents are 45 years and older. So that kind of gives us a breakdown of what our region that we define from bridge to bridge, the age category and everything. So from there, I'm going to have Petra come back up, and she's going to touch on the migration trend.
So the next step of the research was to decide who actually is buying real estate here. Where are these people coming from? We didn't have the great 2010 census to have that information, so we had to get a little bit into grassroots and get the collective efforts of title companies in town, the local realtor owners, owner brokers, to share that information, which they gladly did with Brita. Very exciting, interesting news is we really have a strong pull from 3 different areas. 23% still coming from the Southern California market, which was very good news to all of us, is that half of the buyers were from here, locally in Bullhead City, or the rest of Arizona, which we were all really pleased to find that out. And then the rest of it, as my friend Larry Adams would put it, was a shotgun spreading of across the United States, which gave us 27%. We also needed to decide why exactly people moved here. And we all kind of knew the obvious, but we really wanted to drill down and get a real reason, dollar and cents, why someone would come to Bullhead City, bring their retirement dollars, since we now know that over 50% of the people here are the 45-plus age group from Brenda's information. And so we came to the affordability factor. So we thought, how do we prove that we're an affordable place to come to? And we found the Council of Community and Economic Research Group, which happened to be on the Today Show over the weekend with all of their data.
Unfortunately, on MSN Today's Show, we did not make the list for the most affordable, but we are one of the most affordable places here in our region. So, but back to the Council for Community and Economic Research. This company we contracted with, along with the Mojave Valley Contractors Association. They partnered with the city, and we contracted with the Council for Community and Economic Research, who produces the quarterly cost of living index. The cost of living index is derived from 306 reporting areas that elect to participate. Categories include grocery, housing, utilities, transportation, healthcare, and miscellaneous goods and services. The index shows relative price levels in participating areas at a given point in time. The report is produced on a quarterly basis. So, Bullhead City region is the most affordable in Arizona. According to for the first quarter in 2012, Bullhead City was ranked at 90.6% of the national average and ranks lower in cost of living than I had to change this. We rank lower in cost of living than Los Angeles by 40%, San Diego by 40%, Seattle by 27%, Minneapolis by 20%, Lake Havasu City by 8%, Milwaukee by 9%, and Green Bay by 5%. So now the work begins. How do we get this information out?
I just want to comment real quickly on the previous slide. Some of the really exciting, if you take a look at these numbers and you look at those migration charts that we had a few slides earlier, that Southern California market is our 27, 23% of where our buyers are coming from. So we really want to hit those markets, let those people know out there that, the LA area, San Diego, and those are just 2 cities out of the Southern California. We are much more affordable than not one of those huge target markets, and those are just a sprinkling of cities in the Midwest. So we thought, as Brenda said, how do we get that information out to these folks so that they would remember Bullhead City, come to Bullhead City, retire here, buy real estate, and get our economy going. So we got to work with some marketing, and I believe that everyone's got one of the brochures. This is from the first run. We've printed 100,000 of these. We have a goal of printing 300,000. They've already been paid for by the 6 organizations that are part of this group. And the main thing that we need everyone's help for is distribution, to get the information into everyone's hands. Secondly, we have this great Move to Bullhead City button that was created, and it will take you to, when clicked on, oh, I'm getting ahead of myself, to the cost of living index widget that Brenda was talking about. So going to the brochure, in addition to getting these out locally when we have people from tourism coming to Bullhead, the airport has been very, very, very positive about helping us out with all of their charter flights. So this brochure, along with posters, will be distributed in through the airport, through those charter passengers, into their welcome packages. Wherever we can get them, we're ready to get them out there. All the city-sponsored events, and locally, we're hoping that all the business owners will want to display these as well. And as I mentioned, this Move To button is available for every business owner that wants to put it on their website. And so hopefully when people are out there typing in and Googling affordable places to retire to, warm climates, eventually we will be to the top with everybody's joint combined efforts getting our town out there. That button, when it's on your website and some individual goes and clicks on it, it takes you to the bullheadcity.com page where you have this cost of living widget. And that person can go ahead and put their city in. Now, this group, that the Council of Community and Economic Research, there are 306 regions that are included in this drop-down menu. And through the combined efforts of the Economic Recovery Committee, Bullhead City is now one of those drop-downs, which is just a wonderful, exciting venture. So they can move to Anchorage, Alaska, move into Bullhead City, and they can see how much further their dollars are going to go. We're hoping everyone's in and excited as we are to get the good news out. And so if you're in, there's a private page within the bullheadcity.com/COLI, which stands for Cost of Living Index, where a business owner can go straight to that page. And there, Steve has provided directions, the button, the JPEG, everything to get that built into your page on your website to help drive traffic to our town. And can you afford to live anywhere else? Probably not. Bullhead City is the best place to live as far as I'm concerned, and we're the most affordable place in Arizona. So thank you for your time, everyone.
Thank you.